Hello, my name is Patchable, and welcome back to Monster Prom. Let's go. One player. Start game. It's a short game. Skip this. Where am I her from? We'll be him. Name's gonna be Zeph. Like Jeff, but Zeph. My name is Zeph. We had experienced an ultimate challenge. I remember clearly 3 weeks were left. We had fantasized about our dream prom dates. We were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda, she's 19. Damien is 21. Scott's 21. Liam is 400 and something. Polly Geist, maybe 22. And Vera is 23. Right, cool. So the youngest is, what's her face? Alright. I wanna... which inanimate object do you think would make the best girlfriend or boyfriend provided you went criminally insane? A human-sized pillow depicting a character created by myself. As a matter of fact, I have all the needed paperwork, and I'm only waiting for the conservative, narrow-minded laws of our country to finally step forward into waifu and husbando territory. As was clearly intended by God. An ATM, sugar baby for life, here I come, a dildo. Let's see. I will go for that one. So creative. Nice. You wish you were raised by... Oh. A mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me as his disciple in the ancient ways of rad DJing. Okay. A really progressive marriage between a sick, kick-ass, venomous snake and an actual fire. I love fire. I see no issue with being raised by it. A pack of wild wolves who also happen to be tech moguls who own some of the most profitable companies in Silicon Valley. They would be kick-ass role models and wild wolves. Sick. Okay. You got the wolves. Oh, wealthy. Okay. What's the sexiest type of knowledge a lover can have? Obscure 80s movie trivia. All of the principles to build a financial empire, how to set stuff on fire, sports things, how to make a killer cocktail out of anything, lyrics to all Disney songs. One of these. Obscure 80s movie trivia. Okay, we're going after Liam. Alright, Liam, here we come. I guess we should do some creative stuff. Alright, Zeph. That day while rehearsing for the class play, that's the blowjob thing. So let's do creativity. I'm relatively creative. Against the expected, you spot Scott and Liam engaged in what seems to be an intense conversation. They seem so into it that you can't resist the urge to ask them what's going on. We're discussing the recent novel 2 Lights.
It isn't a novel. It's a rad movie with lots of cool dudes and amazing abs.
Well, it's actually based on a novel, and it's anything but rad. It's cultural trash. But I decided to like it ironically.
The thing is, there's a human girl with 2 guys who like her.
So it's Twilight?
But the guys are part of 2 enemy human races. The wild, shirtless humans and the mysterious, deep-look giving humans.
Yep, it's reverse Twilight. Oh, because he's a vampire and he's a werewolf. Oh, that's brilliant.
And it seems to me these types of humans can't stand each other. Oh, and the deep look giving humans shine in the sunlight.
Did you know that's actually a lesser-known trait of some humans?
The thing is, the next movie will be released soon, and we're super hyped.
Ironically.
We can't wait, bro. We need to satiate our hunger for 2 Lights.
This is your opportunity to show these 2 you're well versed when it comes to satisfying urges. Go for it! Let's cosplay, let's go shirtless. Write a nuanced play based on it, totally not a fanfic. Oh, I see it! A nuanced pastiche involving the characters of 2 Lights, throwing a new light over their fears and desires.
And over their abs.
Yeah, sure. With an unexpected twist that will elevate the strength of the original over. Something tells me that I'm not going to be very good at his vocabulary. Something subtle yet powerful. Something like the rival humans ditching the girl and fucking each other's brains out. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I like that. It's artistic because of reasons. It's also slightly pornographic because I want that.
And if they're nude, it means more muscles and stuff. I like it.
Sure, it sounds a lot like a high form of art and nothing like a thirsty fanfic. You're some kind of promoter for the arts. You gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. Nice. We did a thing. I guess it should be more charming. Hey, Polly. I can't sit with Polly. I don't know who that is. Oh, that's the what's their faces. Hey, why is she at the school? You notice Liam looking disgruntled, which is his default, so whatever. But it seems like Miranda's pretty upset too. Better check that out.
Liam, why are you typing on your phone so angrily? Did your phone offend you in some way? Why are you mad at it? You seem to be an 8.5 in Frowny Liam scale.
The what?
The Frowny Liam scale. Normally I can tell how people are feeling from their faces, but you seem to be frowning at most of the time, so I created a chart to measure your frowniness.
That's adorable. Miranda pulls out a notepad and displays a series of doodles for Liam's frowniness. They are not super accurate, but they are super adorable. I am not angry at my phone. My so-called frowniness is caused by a heinous error. I specifically asked for my creative creme brulee to be extra crispy, so that it would be popped with my massacre Instagram filter. Hashtag massacre. Instead, they burnt it to a crisp, rendering it unphotographable. Monsters deserve to know what they're getting into if they choose to eat in this cafeteria, so they can choose to make their business to a different establishment, and so I'm writing a scathing Yelp review. Oh, I'm not good at reading.
Liam, you can't do that. If they shut the cafeteria down, the school's kitchen staff will lose their jobs. Did you know that peasants have to do labor to make living wages? They don't simply have an unlimited source of gold. I was shocked when I first found out.
Wait, she actually cares? Of course you were. If the kitchen staff wanted to earn their wages, they should have been better at their jobs. I am simply the merchant of truth.
No, you're the merchant of poop!
Your royal sophistication shines through. Look at Zeph. His taste may tend toward the mainstream, but surely he can see the subpar cafeteria must be exposed.
Don't be ridiculous. Zeph is surely more compassionate than that. And would gladly help me save the cafeteria. Again.
Again? Gosh, it's hard to keep track of your misadventures at this shit show of a school. Still, you'll help if you can. Wait, how many times have I saved it? How many times have I destroyed it? I think I've destroyed it more than I've saved it. So, I mean, my favorite one is when we had started the food fight with Polly. Miranda can't undermine Liam's admittedly talented criticism alone. This will take an army of homeless people we pay to write positive Yelp reviews of the cafeteria until we eclipse Liam's. Liam! One lone voice simply cannot shut down this cafeteria, at least not the voice of a high schooler. Let's get a renowned food critic to write a... That word worthy exposed to be published in the most widely read periodic... The other word. Excellent idea. I am an incredible, intelligent, compassionate person with tons of humility. More than enough to admit that a professional's help may be of use to me.
You think you have the most humility? You shall never be as humble as I am. Every day my servants tell me I'm the humblest person to ever live.
Oh, these people are the least humble human beings. Not human beings. Inhuman beings that I've ever seen. Miranda storms off in a huff, leaving you and Liam to proceed with your amazing, incredible, genius plan. You're super humble too. You use your magnificent calligraphy skills you picked up in your elective class, calligraphy and murder, to write 5 letters, chock full of hashtag. Liam produces a delicate white dove from his backpack. How is it breathing in there? And gives it the newly addressed letters. You're not sure what's more intriguing, the fact that Liam trusts that the dove will be able to read the addresses to deliver letters, or the fact that the addresses he wrote down were just their emails? What the fuck? Regardless, it seems to have worked because within a minute of the dove's release, you received your first reply on your phones. What the hell, dude? I knew it. I knew the exquisite Jaquez and his would have enthusiasm for our plight. Thus his immediate response. Dear Liam, I received your message. Though the calligraphy is quite impressive, I'm afraid I must give you the same answer I gave you when you asked me to write a review on the cuisine cooked by your friend's grandmother last Thanksgiving. I don't know you. I don't know how you got a dove to find out where I lived based on my email address. But stop contacting me. Most lovingly yours, great and humblest food critic, Jacques Anavia. Oh, Zeph, nobody understands the severity of the creme brulee transgression. Thank goodness we have each other. Heck yeah, you have each other. For prom? Hopefully. At the very least, maybe he'll let you borrow that dove sometime and send anthrax to your enemies. Charm? That day, the Epic John was... Everything is seemed lost. Plus 2 charm. Another gym class, another game of dodgeball. Seriously, don't we play anything else? On your team, the unathletic undead Liam, currently surrounded by the Wolfpack.
Bro, just give up now. You gotta go back to your coffin, because it's about to rain balls on your face.
Ah, yes, a vaguely homophobic double entendre from some frat boys. That's original. Let me guess, my frail, lean form is about to be decimated by a display of hypermasculinity in a very unsportsmanlike competition, since it's 4-on-1. Let's just get this over with. You can't let Liam give up. The winning team gets worm cupcakes. Give him a great strategy. I don't want worm cupcakes. You're a vampire, play dead. Turn into a vampire bat, bite them, and give them rabies. Play dead. I can't believe you're talking me into making an effort in PE. Still, better than risking afterlife and limb. With that, Liam crosses his arms over his chest and falls straight backwards.
Bros, did that skinny dude just die?
The Wolfpack goes over and begins to sniff Liam up and down. Their nose is way too close for comfort. You take this opportunity to bomb the shit out of them, ball after ball, leading to your team to victory. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts. So, we win by cheating. Because the other team is dumb. And made of Wolfpacks. The Wolfpack, which is weirdly unintelligent. I'm weirdly unintelligent. Look at that. I'm only at 8. I'm not very fun, am I? Oh no! Good old Ziff. How you doing? Yeah, actually, I'll just buy that. You know what? All profits are made by donating to a good cause. Spoiler alert, the good cause is buying me a new phone. Sweet! Right, where are we going now? We're going here. What? Who the fuck is that? Is that the coach? Anyway. You take your seat between the strongest and smartest men you know. Liam appears to be taking a very intense picture of some bizarre-looking food. Scott is looking just about as confused as you are currently.
But Liam, food is delicious. That's for eating. That's why it's called lunchtime.
Neither of those statements is wrong, but they also aren't quite connected. Scott, if you had the capacity to eat, I assure you, I would still ignore the actual content of the food in favor of finding the perfect combination for a flawless Instagram post.
Oh, I see. You're going to post a picture to advertise the food to people who can actually eat it. You're so smart. I'll be happy to eat your food for you.
I'm afraid your palate is way too unsophisticated to appreciate these rare Japanese delicacies.
Oh, they're Japanese? Do you have any Scott snacks?
Scott snacks. Scott snack. You know what? Fine. I've taken all the pictures I need. Eat whatever you want.
Thanks, Liam. Oh, that looks so yummy. I don't know where to start. Zeph, any ideas?
Maybe your choice of a snack could get one of these boys to want to snack on you in an innuendo way, not literally. Well, yeah, true. Obviously, the likey fruit-flavored custard with a side of tofu and a drizzle of raspberry extract for the most superior food on the plate. That sounds intelligent. Go for the brightly colored bag of meat biscuits. No, okay. Oh, Zeph, I always knew you were a monster of impeccable taste. Actually, that isn't true. I assume everyone has horrible taste and a useless aesthetic. But in this case, it's pretty clear that this assumption does not apply to your beautiful self. Did I say beautiful? I meant your aesthetic is beautiful. Oh, wow. He's really flirty. Because we have the same aesthetic. The likey custard picture has already gotten more likes than any other food on this table.
And it's absolutely delicious!
How could the way it tastes possibly have any relevance to a conversation about food?
Liam, you're so smart, and I don't even understand how that makes any kind of sense.
Thank you for being someone with whom I can actually discuss the important nuance of Japanese food pictures. It appears that you and me against a very important world. Ignorant world, not important. Very not important. Yeah, stupid everyone else for actually eating their food and not taking pictures. Thank goodness you and Liam have each other. XOXO. Well, this is just becoming like a Twitter thing. Alright, what do I need? I am going to go for some boldness. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. So what are these things on his shoulder? Like, are they parasites? I don't know. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. Game +2 shits and 0 boldness, whatever. But Liam isn't paying attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture you on Instagram filters. What no one else seems to understand about filters is that they're not about making pictures better. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see. That's why I use my own proprietary filter for almost all my photos. Infinite taupe. It's also probably why I only have 6 Instagram followers. But we must all make sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot I simply must document. As soon as Liam's gone, Miranda peeks out of an air conditioning valve.
Goodness, the situation has even more dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam Popular Again is to succeed, we must get started immediately. What's that? Why yes, of course, you're part of my operation. I unwittingly force people into my service all the time. You want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular Again? Again? Well, he's been alive for like centuries, right? I'm sure he must have been popular at some point. I'll check the history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more Instagram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password of his account so we can give it a total makeover. But what to do?
Use his account to post a bunch of porn and dumb bomb recipes. Pay 1 million homeless people to follow Liam on Instagram. Yeah.
What is porn? Never mind. If you suggested it, it must be something very classy and suitable. I shall put you in charge of curation. Porn and porn away, comrade.
You turn Liam's account into Instagram's #1 resource for weird dicks and domestic terrorism. Shockingly, this turns out fine. There you are. I wanted to share the great news. I'm Instagram infamous. Apparently my filter game was so edgy that the backwards administration decided to close my account. But not before I amassed over 3 million followers. They're all following me to my new website, hotliampics.com. Of course, I'm utterly devastated that my work has finally become mainstream. Yes, this is the worst, and I am not at all happy or excited about it. Anyway, I have to go take pictures of my lunch. My fans are waiting. You're not sure they're waiting for what Liam thinks they're waiting for, but whatever works, right? You gain +2 creativity, and 1+1 charm. I'm gonna get you to prom, Liam. Alright, Yep, dodgeball. Charm betting charm against charm, +2 charm. Afterwards, Miranda beckons you from the darkened corner.
Psst, co-conspirator, over here. Phase 1 of Operation Make Liam Popular Again has an overwhelming success. Liam is internet popular. Now we just need to make him real life popular. And what better way by making him prom king? Unfortunately, when I asked him to run for prom king, he said, and I quote, "Never, never, never, not in 1,000 years, and that's not an exaggeration because I've been alive for 1,000 years, and I've never run for prom king, so there you go." Which is clearly his cryptic way of saying he wants us to make him prom king. My first thought was to murder the current prom king after establishing Liam as his rightful heir, but I couldn't find any bloodline charts to work from, so I suppose we can engage in this democratic election the school is holding. How can we secure a win for Liam when he's opposed to running from or making any effort to win?
I'll dress up as Liam and give him the best campaign speech anyone has ever given. Pay 1 million people to vote for Liam. No, I don't have any money.
That's a great idea. You look just like him.
No, I don't. You squeeze into some skinny jeans, oh, actually, I am the most likely to look like him. The character. Not me personally, but yeah. You squeeze into some skinny jeans, some suspenders, a lot of purple paint, and a sense of smug superiority, and gather a crowd in the auditorium. Ladies and gentle monsters, you say. For too long, our school has been ruled by pom kings who care about things. Caring about things makes you weak, because what if you care about the wrong things? I, Liam de Lioncourt, will never be wrong because I don't care about anything. I don't care about my dumb clothes or my stupid man bun, or any of you. To be honest, I don't even care if I win. If I don't, I'll just blow up the school with a hydrogen bomb I buried in the under the cafeteria. You walk off the stage into thunderous, terrified applause. You don't know whether it was the speech or the threat of extinction, but Liam wins by a landslide. Rats and curses. Rumor says I've been elected prom king in spite of my sincerest wishes. How horrible to have the love of the entire student body showered upon me. The cold blackness in my soul, which has so long sheltered me from my true emotions. God, it's thawing. This is terrible, and I am in no way enjoying it. Still, I should probably pick out a tuxedo, you know, so as not to appear ungracious. You're happy to help Liam pick out a tuxedo. You even help measure his body. Oh, nice. You gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. So I've already seen him naked, and we haven't even been to prom yet. But there's more interesting people to talk to everywhere else. You find Liam artfully arranging his food while Miranda diligently sorts her silverware. Neither of them is eating, obviously. Have you found it yet?
I'm trying, Liam, but finding the perfect silverware for your cafeteria food pick is hard art, not science.
How hard can it be? It's just silverware.
Just silverware? And I suppose your food and your food pick is much as just food.
No, it's a metaphor for urban consumption in a post-postmodern industrialized mega society. I've read this one before.
Well, my silverware is a metaphor for...
Silverware?
Yes! Is that not enough?
It's more than enough, but can we hurry it along? The lighting is perfect right now and I don't want to lose it. But you're indoors. You're a bit of a silverware aficionado yourself. Maybe you can speed up the selection process while simultaneously demonstrating your knowledge. Try the picture fork. It's a fork for taking pictures of. Nothing conveys elegance and tastes like a gloating spoon. The picture fork? Miranda, why didn't you suggest the picture fork?
I don't know. It seemed too on the nose. And a fork does not belong on one's nose. That's where the spoon goes.
But look at this fork. It is so vintage. Slightly tarnished, silver, a pineapple flail.
Yes, it was manufactured thusly by the palace quainsmiths.
Don't tell me that. It makes it less authentic. Just place it in the correct location for my food pick.
Very well. The correct location is across the plate, as if left haphazardly while enjoying a delicious meal.
So nonchalant. I love it. Liam's so impressed with your selection, he spends hours with you after lunch picking out food. You miss class, but it's worth it. Alright, last one before we have to ask him to prom. Charm. That day in April Jones will match, blah blah blah, go straight. Intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement, which is an unexpected twist. You gain +10 righteousness, but this game is so wrong in so many ways that you could be lucky if you could do anything with that, and +2 charm. With that out of the way, you hurry away with your secret meeting with Miranda.
Well done, co-conspirator. Operation Make Liam Popular Again is a rousing success. And for the record, I did discover that Liam has been popular for a 3-month period in the early 16th century, so the name fits. All that remains is for us to wait for prom and celebrate our...
Your deception? I knew it was too good to be true. My idiosyncrasies are remarkable, but they aren't marketable. This is all a cruel joke, wasn't it? I bet between the two of you... I bet between two popular kids that they could make an outcast loser into a prom queen. Well, guess what? The circus is over, and this clown is climbing into his tiny car and going home. That's not where we want it. Along with like 12 other tiny clowns, if the metaphor holds, which it doesn't. It was a bad metaphor. Goodbye.
No, Liam. I wasn't trying to be mean. I don't have a mean bone in my body. I don't even have bones.
You might check that affirmation later.
Oh, fish sticks. If we don't do something to fix this, our hard work and subterfuge will be for naught. But how can we make amends? Surely not with some sort of overwrought romantic gesture defying all logic.
You tell Miranda not to worry. You've seen plenty of teen rom-coms. You know how this part goes. You need a grand romantic gesture. Race to the airport to confess your feelings before Liam boards his plane. Pay 1 million people. No. Wait, how did you know Liam was about to board a plane? Are you stalking him? Yeah, I totally am. If you are, that's fine. Isn't that what all the romantic comedies are, ever have taught us to do? They have that a lot in common, is stalking. Anyway, you find Liam in the international terminal at Spooky Airport, waiting in line to board. You pass through airport security by telling them you're there for a romantic gesture. Because airport security might say no to terrorism, but they can't say no to love. You're too late. I'm going to Belarus, where my calculations have revealed that nobody likes me and I can go back to being unpopular. You grasp Liam's cold, dead hands in yours with perfect sincerity. You tell him what he means to you. Nothing. Don't you see? You say, looking deep into his eyes. You don't need to flee to Belarus to be unpopular, because you will always be unpopular in my heart, which is coincidentally about the same shape as Belarus. I don't know what to say. Mainly because I don't know what you're talking about, but if I understand it, that must mean it's art. You said art to me. How could I ever dream of leaving you behind? Alright, if it makes you happy, I'll return to Spooky High School and don that heavy prom crown. But only because I know that no matter how popular I get, there will always be one person who thinks I'm only so-so. The people in the airport line clap and cheer, clearly not understanding anything that you just said to each other. Liam accompanies you back to school and you gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. Also, you should visit a hospital since your heart being the shape of Belarus can't mean anything good good health-wise. What shape is Belarus? Maybe I should find that out. Alright, so time to ask him out. Yep. Who could have foreseen this? Liam and Zeph, prom royalty.
We did it! It was all our plan. We fought for love and love won. Liam is popular again. Huzzah!
Anyway, after all these years spent avoiding cliches, this doesn't feel as bad as I imagined. Maybe doing a 180-degree turn from cliches is good, but embracing cliches is like making a 360-degree turn from them. So, disruptive. At that moment, Miranda becomes distracted by some other wacky plan and leaves you, with Liam mumbling to himself, "Such a lovable dork." Prom night arrives and the two of you decide to embrace all cliches from slow dancing to actually having fun. Oh, that's awesome. After the coronation, Liam admits he's having a great time, which is causing him to reflect on all the cliches he avoided all those years, which he could now embrace. I'm running out of, breath. He then puts his hands over yours and says, "And you know the biggest cliche I have ever been avoiding is love. And I don't even care how cheesy that sounded." Boy, that was cheesy, but you know what? You don't care either. Best at high-fiving. Most likely to work in something that no one understands. I found another ending. Awesome. So I got one of the secret... This is a secret ending? This is a secret ending. Awesome! Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened and it was wonderful. Liam and Scott co-wrote a cheesy and weird fanfic of Two Lights that became unexpectedly popular to the point it turned into a well-known novel of its own. Half the characters are shirtless, for all the right reasons. Vera kept being fair, strong, and stunning. I didn't even see Vera. That doesn't even matter. Polly took a summer job as the ghost of Christmas Present. She spent most of the time partying since there was almost no work because, there was summer. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life, but then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were lots of battles left in the war called youth. Damn it, I didn't get to see Polly. Eh. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Toodles! Awesome. We made it with Liam. Nothing is as sexy as a beautiful... I didn't see that.